So this is Revelation 13, 16 through 17. Also, it causes all, both great and small, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead. And I'm going to talk about the 666 thing here in a second, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is the name of the beast or the number of his name. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That language is really interesting. For it is the number of a man. And then it says that number is 666. Now, if you open a modern translation of the Bible in Revelation 13, 18, it reads this. And that is one of the papyrus, earliest papyrus fragments with this specific verse. It says that number is the number of a man. What a lot of people point out, in Greek and Hebrew, all the numbers, they have corresponding alphanumeric figures. So that's the Greek alphabet right there. Now here's what's interesting. If you write out the name Nero Caesar in Hebrew, its corresponding alphanumeric figures come out to exactly 666. So here's the deal, and this is the whole thing about preterism and partial preterism. Which parts of Revelation are describing things that happened in the past? Which parts of Revelation are describing things that will happen in the future? Or which parts of Revelation are describing things that had what's called a near fulfillment in the past, but were typologically pointing forward to an ultimate fulfillment that will also happen in the future? I would venture a guess that most Bible scholars would say this passage, it has a near fulfillment in the person of Nero, but it will have an ultimate fulfillment in whoever is an end of time Antichrist figure. If you read Revelation 13, it says a few things. It says, number one, that it's going to be a beast from the sea. The sea often represents, in Revelation and ancient Near Eastern literature, if I understand it correctly, often represents just godlessness, sometimes political things. So it's like potentially referencing him. Number two, Revelation 13:3 says that whoever this beast is will have a fatal wound that is then healed. If you want to do a little deep dive this week that'll get really interesting for you, go Google Nero Redivivus myth. So Nero killed himself. He went crazy and killed himself. And then a bunch of reporters in Rome went full Candace Owens, and they were like, actually, there was a conspiracy around it that he's actually still alive. And he's actually, you just think that he had a fatal wound and he's coming back. So when Revelation 13:3 says this beast had a fatal wound and was healed, it seems like it could be referring to this Nero Redivivus myth. Number three, it says Revelations 13:3, 5, and 6, that the beast would blaspheme God. Nero obviously demanded Lord Nero worship, put himself in place of God. And then Revelation 13:5, it talks about this guy has 42 months. The beast has 42 months of authority to persecute, of authority. Nero's persecution of Christians lasted an estimated 3.5 years, which corresponds to 42 months.